Welcome to the Magic Music Toolbox. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so we can help as many people as we can learn how to play the piano. That really helps the channel when you like and subscribe and share. Now today we're going to learn about chords on the one. Now no matter what key you're in, if you're learning with the number system, we understand that on each tone of the scale there's certain chord types that we're going to play no matter what key we're in. So we'll do this in the key of C, right? C is the 1, D is the 2, E is the 3, F is the 4, G is the 5, A is the 6, B is the 7, back to the 1. Now, on the first tone of any major scale, we're going to primarily be playing major chords. Now, there's some other types, but primarily it will always play a major chord whenever you're on the first tone of the scale. Now, the most basic major chord we can play is a major triad. So in the key of C, or any key that you're in, if you play the first, third, and fifth tone of that scale, it gives you the C major chord. Now, we can keep these voicings really simple just to get a basic understanding. I can literally just add the next note up, which is the 6th tone, and that gives me a C major 6 chord, right? I can move that note up one more, gives me a C dominant 7 chord, right? Because the 7th tone of the scale is B, but if we lower that and flat that, it gives us a C dominant 7, right? And I can go up again to the 7th tone, add it to that, that gives us the C major 7 chord. So right there we learned 1, the basic triad, add 6, these are all in the root position, dominant 7, and C major 7. Right now, of course, we can voice this in different ways, right? So I can play the C major 7, or let's start with the C6, right? So I can play the C6 like that. I can take the C out, right? There's different ways you can voice it. You can, play it in just different inversions, right? The dominant 7, a more bluesy sound. Different ways that you can voice that. Alright, now the C major 7, a lot of different things, different ways you can voice that. Right, so we can use use both hands to voice the chords. Voice it like that, like that. Alright, now we can start adding the 9. Right, we can get into extended chords. Now, notice when we number the scale, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we keep going, the octave is 8. We have 9. Right, so we can add the 9, and I can voice it like that. Now we can play the major 7 and the 9. We can play the 9 and take out the 3. Play the major 7 and the 9 with the C root. Just the 1, the 5, the major 7, and the 9. Alright, we can add the major 3rd in there as well. Alright, now we also have quartal chords, which are chords that are 4th intervals away, like a quartal, right? A 4th from B is E, a 4th from E is A, right? So that's a quartal chord. You can play that over C. You can add the G if you want. It's another voicing that you'll hear and that you'll use. Voice it like that. I like that voicing and close. Makes it sound a little warmer. This is a little more open. Alright, now also we have suspended chords. You'll use suspended chords also. Sometimes at the end of a song, you may suspend until you go back home to the 1. Or you may even hear like you may hear stuff like that where they're using suspended chords. That's just like arpeggiating a suspended chord to the one, because that suspended chord, you know, generally it can't stay there. You know, it creates that tension, that suspense, and we have to resolve it. So it goes back real nicely to the one. And there's also a sus2 chord, which is the 1, the 2, and the 5. sus4, sus2. Both of those lead you back home real nicely. All right, so let's recap. We have a major. Most of the chords you're going to play on the one is always going to be major for the most part. So we have in root position. Remember, you can arpeggiate all of these. We have the 6, add the 6. All right, we have the dominant 7. All right, and then we had the major 7. Major 7, we added the 9. You can add the 6. Major 7, add 9, add 6. You can take that third out and just play the major 7 with the 9, which is basically just playing like a C over a G major chord. Right, then we had the suspended, which we have the 1, the 4, and the 5. The sus4, the 1, the 2, and the 5 is the sus2. It takes you back home. All right, now if you learn all of those chords and then learn that in all 12 keys, remember the number relationship is the same. If you play the 1, the 3, and the 5, no matter what key you're in, it's going to create that major chord. Right? It's the same with the major 7. It's the same relationship, the 1, the 3, the 5, and the 7. If you play that in any key, it'll give you that major 7 chord, okay? So I hope that helps. Learn that chord on the 1 and then move that to all 12 of the other keys, and this will start to open up your ears, and you'll start to understand and demystify and not feel like you're doing so much guesswork. When you're on each tone of the scale, you'll know what chords you're going to be using literally every time. Alright, so don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe. That helps to grow the channel. Till next time, peace.